I'm reviewing a Hygger Aquarium magnet cleaner. It's got a little blade on one end of it, and that's why I bought it, because I've got a couple of these large magnets with the Velcro type thing in there, and this one had the extra scraper on the end, so I'm just hoping this will solve my problem with some places I can't reach. So you've got the magnet side, that's the brown one that looks like wood, and then the inside the tank side, and that's the black piece there. You just slide that the blade mount onto the end of this. Keep the magnet away from the other piece there. And there's two blades. It comes with a metal blade or the plastic blade. As you can tell if you watch me, neither of the blades is super sharp in terms of cutting, but they are scraping and they're at a good angle, I think, to be able to clean off some of that algae that's accumulated, especially in the back corners of the tank. My tanks are 24 inches from front to back and 30 inches tall, so if you know your geometry, that means it takes more than my arm length to reach the back of the aquarium in the back corner. So that's my tricky spot. Plus, I've been getting grains of sand trapped inside the magnets that I currently have, and it's scratched the tank a couple of times. So I've just tried to think about something that I can do from the outside to clean it that will not get grains of sand trapped, right? Now you see me make a bonehead mistake here. I'm going to take the magnets and stick them together, and I literally cannot separate the two. So I'm just going to quickly disassemble the knife and or the blade, I guess. Pull that off, and then I'm going to grab a crowbar and separate the two pieces, because frankly I tried with my hands, just twisting it. It said turn a quarter turn and separate them, but that wasn't working for me. So there we go. There's the crowbar, and that did the job just fine. So if you're like me, or your kids are playing with it and you get the two pieces stuck together, don't panic. Crowbar did a good job getting them together. I tried a piece of plastic, but it was just too flimsy. So crowbar wound up working. Cleaned it off a little bit there, since my crowbar isn't very clean, and ready to go. So I'm going to stick the blades on here and show you how it works. So again, you put the blade mount on. There's only one right way, so even though I try twice every time, there was only one right way to put it on there. Same thing with the blade, and I'm going with the metal blade since my tanks are glass. You could use the plastic and probably be okay if you have acrylic tanks, but I wouldn't use these types of scrapers at all with acrylic tanks. There's just too much chance even the Velcro side of them could damage your tank. So as you can see, the magnet mounts on the outside, and it's got a nice soft surface that won't damage the glass inside or out. So you're just going to be moving it back and forth. So you see this patch of algae there. I'm just going to clean that up there. The algae hadn't gotten really bad here. This is just a few days growth, but you can see it's substantial what can grow in your tank in just a few days. And I was careful around the sand line, super careful as a matter of fact. I just don't want to get any sand trapped inside that Velcro-y part there. As soon as you got sand in there, and you just need to bring it across the glass one time to get a scratch in there. That's all it takes. Super, super easy to scratch, so don't make the mistake I made when I had my other magnet scraper of getting grains of sand trapped in there and scratching your glass, because it's a pretty it's a permanent thing. You're never going to get that scratch out of that glass. So an algae is going to grow in it. It's just a problem. This is that back corner I was telling you about there that my arm is not long enough to reach, and I thought it did a pretty darn good job there, because that had actually been accumulating for a few months, that little back there where I hadn't been able to reach. So got that, got there. I was careful around the sand line. I basically brought the blade down into the sand, but none of the Velcro-y part. So tank looks pretty good. Fish are pretty happy. I'm pretty happy, and I think this was a good purchase. It cost me about $38, $39. Not bad.